Hello students of class 6, I hope all of you are fine. So today I am going to start the next topic of our chapter number 3. So the topic is multiples and factors. So first of all come to multiples. So already you have studied in your previous classes what is multiple and what are factors. So see the definition. When two numbers are multiplied, then product is formed. All of you know that when we multiply two numbers, then the answer is called the product, and the number in the product is called the multiple of the two numbers. For example, I have taken two numbers and I have multiplied. So 5 into 2 is equal to 10. Here 10 is the multiple of 5 and 2. Okay. So also we can say that when we multiply 10 and 1, then also we will get what? 10. So we can say that 10 is also a multiple of 1. Okay, because when we multiplied 1 with 10, then also we will get 10. So this is called what? This is called multiple. So next come to factors. A factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. That means a number which is fully divisible with another number. For example, suppose I will take a number, suppose 8. 8, when we divide 8 by 2, then the remainder will be what? 0. That means we can say that 8 is divisible by 2. Similarly, 4 is divisible by 2. So that is called the exact divisor. The meaning of exact divisor is when we divide one number with another, then the remainder will get 0. Then it is said to be as an exact divisor. So I have taken, for example, number one example is 2 is a factor of 8. We can say 2 is a factor of 8 because 8 is divisible by 2. Okay. Similarly, 4 is a factor of 8 because 8 is divisible by 4 also. Next, number 3, 8 is a factor of 8 because 8 is also divisible by 8. Similarly, 1 is a factor of 8. Okay. So like that we can find the factors by different methods. We have already studied different methods. But first of all, we will learn some facts about factors and multiples. So facts about factors. So already we know that factors means whenever we break a number, into two parts, okay, so then the numbers which are formed, that are called factors. But here we are breaking not in terms of addition, we are breaking in terms of factors. That means we are doing factorizations. So whenever we used to find the prime factorization, or simply we can say whenever we factorize a number, then factors are formed. Okay. So in case of factors, the first is 1 is a factor of every number. So every number has 1 as a common factor. That means 2 has a factor 1, 3 has a factor 1, 4 has a factor 1. Every number has a factor 1 in common. Okay. Number 2, every number is a factor of itself. For example, 5 is a factor of itself. For example, in our previous example, that is 8 is a factor of 8. I have written 8 is a factor of 8 because 8 is divisible by 8. That's why we can say 8 is a factor of itself. So here is the second number point. Number third point is every factor is less than or equal to the given number. For example, if we find factor by factorization method, already you know the factorization method. For example, if I want to find the factorization of 16, then 16 can be broken into many factors. Okay. So then you can easily see the factors are less than 16 and one factor will be equal to 16, that will be 16. But no factor should be greater than 16. All are less than 16 and one factor will be equal to 16. So this point explains this only. Next, number 4. The number of factors of a given number is finite. Finite means countable, we can count it. That means they are not unlimited, they are countable. We can count the factors of a given number. For example, if you find the factors of 8, then you will get 1, then 2, then 4, then 8. So total number of factors of 8 are 4, that is 1, 2, 4 and 8. So we can count the number of factors. Okay. So next is facts about multiples. So the number 1 point is every multiple is equal to or greater than the given number. That means we can when we find the multiple of any given number, then we can say that the multiple should be equal to that number and the rest of the multiples will be greater than that of that number. Okay. Number 2 point is multiples of a number are uncountable. For example, if I take any number, suppose 7, so when we multiply 7 with any number, by that way I will get many numbers. When we multiply any number with 7, then I will get many number as product. So what is product? Product is called multiples. So by that way I will get many multiples of 7. And we cannot say many. In mathematics we have to say it a word, that word is called infinite. Here I have written uncountable. You can also say uncountable. Multiples of a number are uncountable, or we can say infinite. Next is number 3. Every number is a multiple of itself. Yes, it is also true. For example, if I take any number 7, suppose 7, when 7 is multiplied by 1, then I will get 7. So 7 is the first and the lowest multiple of 7. There will be no number less than 7 that will be a multiple of 7. Okay. So the next topic is perfect number. So what is a perfect number? See, if I take a number and when I find the factors of that number, so if I again add that number, then what I will get? I have to check that number. Okay. So see, the definition is a number is called a perfect number if sum of all its factor is equal to the twice the number. For example, factor of 6. Factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So what will happen when I add these things? See, factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. So what will happen? See, when I add all the factors. So by summing all the factors, I will get 12, and 12 I can write as 2 into 6. So what is the meaning of this? My number was 6. I am finding the factor of 6. So here also I am doing what? 2 times of that given number which I am factoring. Okay. Here I was finding the factors of 6. So here also it is what? 6. So we can say it is twice the given number, 2 times the given number. So this can happen in many numbers. For example, it can happen in case of factors of 28 also. When you will find the factors of 28, you will get 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28. By that way you can get the addition of that factors is equal to 56. And 56 is equal to 2 times of 28. That means 2 into 28. 28 was the original number. The number we are finding the factors. Okay. So this is called perfect number. So what are the examples of perfect number? First is 6. Second is 28. Like that you can also find different numbers also. But you have to check that this definition should satisfy. Okay. Next I am going to exercise 3.3, but before that there is a task that you have to do. In page number 38 there is a table 3.1. In that table the numbers are written from 1 to 100. What you have to do? You have to color all the numbers which are divisible by 2. Already you know the numbers which are divisible by 2 has in its unit place 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. means you have to check the numbers unit place. The unit place of the number is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then the number will be divisible by 2. Already we know by the divisibility test. We have learned that divisibility test in class 4 as well as in class 5. So from that you have to do it in your book only. Just take one light color sketch pen and color the boxes of number which is divisible by 2. So next come to exercise 3.3. Question number A. 1A. List the multiples of 2 between 1 and 10, both inclusive. What is the meaning of both inclusive? Means both included. 1 and 10 both are included. That means if 1 is a multiple of 2, then you have to write that number also. And if 10 is a multiple of 2, then also you have to write the 10. So here we can easily see, we know what are the numbers which are multiples of 2. So first of all you have to multiply 2 with 1 to get the multiples. So 2 into 1 will be 2. So the first multiple of 2 is 2. So first will be 2. Next you have to multiply 2 with 2. So you will get 4. Like that you can also remember the table of 2. By that way also you can get the multiples of 2. So this answer will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Next number B. What are the multiples of 2 between 31 and 41? So between 31 and 41, and it is not written both inclusive. So you have to check from 32 up to 40. 32 to 40. Okay. So you have to write the multiples of 2. C number is also same. Come to number D question. How many even numbers are there between 1 and 10? You have to write the even numbers. Number you have to write. Okay. How many? That means you have to write the numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That means total 5 even numbers are there from 1 to 10. Like that you have to you can do also question number E. So next is number F. What do you notice about the units digit of even number? So already you know, in an even number the unit place should be equal to 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So this we can notice in an even number. Okay, these things you have to write. Next is number G. What do you notice about the unit digit of odd numbers? So in unit digit of odd number, what we notice? We see that the ones place of an odd number is equal to 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9. Okay. Next is number H. How many even numbers are there between 1 and 100? Both inclusive. You have to write the total even numbers between 1 and 100. So you can do this. This is very simple. So see the number I. How many odd numbers are there between 1 and 100? So see, if you can find the total even numbers, then you can easily find the total odd numbers by subtracting the even number from the total number. So total number from 1 to 100, we have total 100 numbers. If you can find the even numbers, the number of even numbers, then that number you can subtract it from the total numbers to get the odd numbers. Okay. Next, come to question number 2. What are the factors of the following? So from this question I will do one. So question number 2, G. So you have to find the factors of 288. So how you can find? There are many ways, but I have chosen this way. You have already done. See, when 288 comes, when we multiply 288 with 1, so 288. Again in table of 2 means this number is also divisible by 2. So what you have to do? You have to divide 288 by 2 in rough copy. Then you have to write the quotient. So quotient is 144. That means 2 into 144 is equal to 288. Similarly, it is divisible by 3 or not. Already you know the divisibility test of 3. So by that way you can also check. Just add the 3 numbers and you will get the number that should be divisible by 3. Then the whole number is also divisible by 3. By that way you can check also. So divide this number with 3, you will get 96. So that means what? 3 multiplied with 96, you will get 288. Similarly, when you divide it by 4, you will also get 72. Like that way, I have done up to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 16. See here, 16 is multiplied with 18. You will get 288. That means in the table of 18 also it will come. Okay. Then next it will come in the table of 24. So when you multiply 24, so see like this will go on. So you have to check. See this number. You can check this number. You are writing this thing 2 times. See this number and this number. Both are same. See 16 multiplied with 18 or 18 is multiplied with 16 is the same thing. So no need to do this step because after this all will get repeated. See 24 into 12 already you have written here. See here 12 into 24. This is the same thing. So no need to write the same numbers. You can write the numbers up to this much. Okay. So what will be the factors of 288? You can start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 16. Then start from here 18, 24, 32, 36, 48, 72, 96, 144, 282. Okay, got it? How you have to write? 1, 2, 4, like that you have to go up to this much. Then start from this number 18, 24, 32, 36, 48, 72, 96, 144, 288 are the factors of 288. Okay. So come to the next question. Question number 3. This is fill in the blanks. So number A is, if a number A is exactly divisible by B, then B is dash of A. So what you have to write, factor or multiple, already I have told you the definition. So like that you have to write. And A divided by B will have dash as the remainder. You know, if a number is exactly divisible by the other number, what will be the remainder? You already know. So I will not do this one. You have to do number B. A number is a dash of itself. This is also you know. Okay. So come to question number 4. Write down the multiples of following number between 55 and 105. So between 55 and 105, you have to write the multiples of number A is 10. So what are the multiples of 10? You know, first is 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, then 60, like that. So, but you have to write the numbers between 55 and 105. So that should be what? 60, then 70, 80, 90, 100. So these are the multiples of 10. Similarly, number B is the multiples of 15. You have to write the multiples of 15 between 55 and 105. So how will you check? The number should be a multiple of 3 and 5 both. Okay. If a number is a multiple of 3 and 5 both, then that number will be a multiple of 15 also. Okay. Like that you can check. Means if you do the question now, you will get the technique of doing. Okay. So just practice it. You can do it. Okay. So come to next question. Write the multiples of 55 between 200 and 300. So what I have done, see, I have already told you, if you want to find the multiple of any number, just make prime factors of it. What are the prime factors? 5 and 11. Okay, prime factors means when it is factorized into prime numbers. Okay, so 5 and 11 are prime numbers. Already you know prime numbers from your previous class also. Okay, so now what you have to do? The numbers which are multiples of 5 and 11, both that numbers will also be the multiple of 55. So here what I have written, see, I have written all the multiples of 5 between 200 and 300. So between 200 and 300 you have to start from 205. You cannot take 200 because it is written clearly, you have to take from between. It is written between. So in between we have these much of numbers which are divisible by 5. And amongst this number, only 220 and 275 are divisible by 11. No other number is divisible by 11. So how will you check what are the number which are which are divisible by 11 or which are multiple of 11. How can you check? For these things you must know the table of 11. Okay, so I hope all of you know, because in class 5 also I have given you some task of remembering the table, and if some students till now, if you don't know, please remember the table. Now you have to remember the table up to 30, okay, because it is necessary. If you remember the table, then it will be easier for you to do different types of question of factors and multiples, because here we need to remember the table. That is very much important. So remember up to 25. Right now remember up to 25. I know some of the students know up to 20, and some of the students also know up to 25. So try to remember it. So how now we will get what? The multiples of 5 and 11 both are the two numbers, that is 220 and 275. Okay. So finally what I can write? I can write multiples of 55. This is the answer. Okay. Multiple of 55 is equal to 220 and 275. So this is the answer of this question. Next, come to question number 6. State which of these are multiples of 2. So for multiples of 2, you have to check the unit place. Suppose in number A we have 72. So 72 is a multiple of 2. As in unit place we have 2. Okay. For next is number B, 81. In unit place it is 1. So it is not a multiple of 2. Okay. Like that you have to check. Next, come to question number 7. State which of these are multiples of 10. So we know that if we multiply any number with 10, then we will get a number in which the unit place is 0. So like if we multiply 10 with 2 or 10 with 8, 10 8s are 80. That means in answer, in the product, what we will get? We will get the unit place as 0. Okay. So A number is 670. So this is a multiple of 10. Number B is 6432. This is not a multiple of 10. Number C is 8901. This is also not a multiple of 10. D is multiple of 10, and F, that is 40, is also a multiple of 10.